500 presented by Big River Steel. Opening night finds 53 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series cars in the pit area. They're joined by 54 Rush Late Models. You've got 107
in just 2 divisions. It doesn't take us 9 classes. Can you hear me now?
You are a little low on my end, but I can hear you. Yes, I am Dustin Jarrett, and I'm joined by, well, that's only going to turn your volume up. I'm joined by
can you hear me now?
National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer James Essex, and we're having a good time here so far. We have got Eric Ho-Ho in the pit area.
We've got a heat index of about 110.
It's Lucas Oil debut.
We've got Huggies in the tower to drink.
Oh, man. We've
got Marburger iced tea. Oh, that's only for the winners, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. All right, we have got a full racing program tonight with double features, James. Dirt Draft Hot Laps, followed, of course, by All-Star Performance Time Trials. We will have 3 heat races per group. So once the field qualifies, James, they'll be split into Group A and Group B. There will be 3 heat races within each group, 6 total heat races each group. As it stands right now with 53 cars, they will both have, each group will have a B main, and we'll have twin 25-lap main events tonight, paying $5,000 to win. Not for Lucas Oil points, but it does count towards the official Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win list.
Win list, and of course, points tonight and tomorrow night are combined. So it's important to run well both nights. That'll set up the heat races here for Saturday. And again, there will be heat races on Saturday. But a lot of drivers here making their Lucas Oil debut here tonight, Dustin.
Yeah, there absolutely are, as we have got, again, just a... thought we had this entry list nailed down before we got
close.
Here. And we had the number of cars really close, and we had a few drivers like Eric Ho-Ho sneak in on us.
Well, I hated that Rick Eckert could not be here. He planned to be here, had a mechanical issue last week in the Appalachian Mountain Speedway. Not here, but like I said, several drivers making their Lucas Oil debuts. This 4/10 mile High Bank Clay Oval opened in 1967. The great Don Martin, of course, longtime promoter and owner here. He's right up there with Earl Baldus in a lot of people's minds as far as promotership of dirt track racing, but we can't thank him enough. And now you've got the Thompson family doing a whale of a job.
They absolutely are. One of, for my money, one of the best weekly programs in the country right here, and I believe the only track in the country where you can still see dirt late models, 410 sprints, and big block modifieds on a weekly basis as well.
All right, we're going to throw down our 3rd member of our team here tonight. Ben Shelton, is it this warm and hazy out and humid in western Tennessee, or is this just all right with you?
You know, actually, it's a lot like this, but it was about 10 degrees cooler when I flew out of Memphis yesterday. But as we talked about down south, we don't call this excessive heat advisory day. We call this May, June, July, August, any of those things. But yeah, it's been warm. At least the humidity's not terrible. There is a little bit of air moving. And as you guys talked about, 53 cars in the pit area. That's 2 more than we had last year for this event. And a year ago tonight, well, we didn't finish a year ago tonight until tomorrow, because if you remember, rain came in before the B mains were going to be run. And when we did get those events completed, it was Jonathan Davenport and Tim McCready picking up the wins. There's been 12 winners in the history of the 17-year history of the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel. And hey, only 2 of them are in the pit area this weekend. So that means there is a decent chance we could have winner different number 13 here this weekend. The pursuit all begins tonight. They're rolling the track in right now. We're about 15 minutes out from Dirt Draft Hot Laps. We're going to step aside and thank some great marketing partners. When we come back, it's MAV TV on FloRacing from here at Lernerville Speedway. Don't go anywhere.
Your #1 fantasy racing app. Play along with hundreds of events each year featuring the biggest stars in series and racing. Draft your team each race night and compete against hundreds of fans across the country. Or start your private league to battle your friends for the ultimate bragging rights. Accumulate points each race night and cash those points in for top prizes from the biggest brands. Sign up today and learn more at dirtdraft.com or download a Google Play or the App Store. Dirt Draft, your fantasy racing edge.
Dave Poske's Performance Parts has been serving the Ohio River Valley and racers from all across the country since 1978, and they are the home to Hoosier Tire, Ohio Valley, and Octane Race Products. Stop in and shop all of the nation's top brands, including Winners Performance, Willwood Brakes,
Bilstein shocks, Hyperco springs, Maxima race oils, Impact safety equipment, along with hundreds of others. You can also visit Dave Poske's Performance Parts online at Poske.com as we ship UPS and truck freight daily. Dave Poske's Performance Parts, serving the Ohio River Valley and racers all across the country since 1978.
Races down, 181 to go.
It ain't that many.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot.
Optimist, pessimist.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. By Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. And by E3 Spark Plugs, what are you running? Welcome back to Lernerville Speedway. A good look at the campground there, James. A record number of camping spots sold for the Firecracker 100 this weekend. Over 700 camping spots sold, and that doesn't include any walk-ups either. That's outstanding.
Well, this is our third year here at the Firecracker, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It's gotten bigger each and every year. The first time we were here was a record number of campers, and we topped that last year, and now this year's more. And that's according to John Thompson, and there you have it. It's awesome, and leaves very little room for pedestrian fan traffic there. But, hey,
yeah, on a normal Friday night, I would park right there where all of those where all those campers are. I come up here occasionally on Friday nights. James, we mentioned it's the first day of summer, and it's a warm one, man. That 89 degrees, that's your raw temperature. That does not show with the heat index. It's creeping on 100. An incredibly light breeze blowing right now, which does help things feel a little bit better. But, of course, if you are here on the grounds, we don't have to tell you, stay hydrated. And I know that we all like an adult beverage every now and then, but that is not the type of hydration that's going to help you out on a warm day like today. So keep plenty of water and fluids in your system here
One
this
of the
weekend.
best weather forecast. We finally got a Firecracker July 4th weekend during the Firecracker, 2 weeks before July 4th. Last year we had the rain issues. The year before, the first year we were here, it was perfect. Perfect again here this weekend, the way it looks. So, and this race has been played. It's since 2007, I would say, of the first 15, probably all of them have been plagued by some kind of weather. So we're glad to be here. Love Lernerville. You and I and Ben and the whole staff of Lucas Oil. Fantastic. Everybody does a great job.
One of my favorite tracks in the country is we'll take a look at the upcoming schedule of events here presented by E3 Spark Plugs. Again, we'll be here for the next 2 nights. Another complete racing program with double features tomorrow. And, of course, how you run your best finish on Thursday or Friday is what sets the stage for the heat races coming up here on Saturday night. Back in my home state, the Buckeye State of Ohio, for the Independence 50 on July 5th at Portsmouth Raceway Park. The Freedom 60 at the Moran Family's Muskingum County Speedway on July the 6th. And then we make the trek out to the Midwest. We go to 34 Raceway for the Slocum 50 on July 11th. That's a Thursday, Friday at the Gundaker's House of Power Tri-City Speedway. Back at Wheatland, Lucas Oil Speedway for the 18th annual Lucas Oil Diamond Nationals on July 13th. And then, man, I can't wait for those next two. Eagle Raceway, Eagle, Nebraska on July 15th. And then Shelby County Speedway in Harlan, Iowa on July 16th. That's the E3 Spark Plugs upcoming events. And Ben Shelton, I'm going to work a few of those upcoming events. You're going to work a few as well. And it is. I just look back, Ben, at the air conditioner. It's a cozy 73 inside the press box right now, buddy.
I hope you freeze to that seat, and the popcorn doesn't agree with you. I'll tell you what, again, it's not terrible out here, and the fact is you guys hit on it. We've battled weather throughout the years at the Firecracker 100, and tonight it's a little warm, but hey, The sun's out. We're getting ready to rock. They're starting to put engine heat down in the pits. I'm down here at Lernerville Speedway, Victory Lane, and it's worth mentioning, we love the Go for Broke features. We love the 100-lapper coming up on Saturday, but the 25-lappers tonight and tomorrow night are going to be especially fun. And I think it's important to touch on that each of those 25-lappers have a $25,000 purse. That means that tonight 48 drivers are going to get paid. Tomorrow another 48 are going to get paid. $100,000 between these 4 prelim features. And then on Saturday night, over $147,000 in the main event alone. A lot of money on the line. A lot of teams are going to leave here with at least one check this weekend. And DJ and James, we like to see that to help these teams go up and down the road and support these big events.
Yep, you're exactly right, Ben. Thank you. We'll look forward to hearing from you all weekend long down there in the infield and the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Big River Steel Chase for the championship heading into tonight's event. Ricky Thornton Jr., he just keeps marching on, James, over Jonathan Davenport. He's got a 185-point lead. Devin Moran, Tim McCready right now in that bubble spot in 4th before we go into Knoxville a little bit later on this season where we lock in those championship 4. You see the rest of the top 10 there on your screen. As we have got 9 of the top 10. Of course, Brandon Shepard still hanging on there in that 10th spot. He is, of course, at Thunder Hill tonight with the Outlaws. And let's go ahead and take a look. We got a lot of really good events coming up next week here on FloRacing. Let's take a look at some of those events as cars have made their way to the staging lane. Kubota High Limit at Lake Ozark and Lucas Oil Speedway. USAC at Macon, IRA at Outagamie and Beaver Dam. You got Pennsylvania Speed Week, the Kevin Gobrecht Memorial at Lincoln Speedway. South Boston, one of the coolest, most fun, most racy, entertaining asphalt tracks in the country. That's on June 29th at American Flat Track. Not at Lima Land, at the Lima Half Mile, James, at the Allen County Fairgrounds. Those are some of the events coming up next week on FloRacing. We're going to step aside for one last set of commercial breaks, and we'll come back with Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Don't go anywhere. You are watching opening night of the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel, and you're watching it all live. This is MAV TV on FloRacing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lernerville Speedway for the opening night of the Firecracker 100 weekend, presented by Big River Steel. We're just about ready to roll out the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. James, I already know the answer, but I'll ask anyway. Did you set a Dirt Draft fantasy lineup?
Davey Johnson.
Okay.
Rick Eckert. Let's see. Chubb Frank.
Okay.
Who's racing tonight, by the way? Davey Johnson, unfortunately, not racing.
He is not. Chubb Frank
Give me
is.
two other pencils. Bob Waring, Sr., right? I got to go with him, right?
Okay, yeah, good call.
Who would
Good
be
call.
my fifth one? I don't know. Todd Andrews is going to the Hall of Fame. He's not
The
bad.
Eldridge, Pennsylvania driver.
I don't know top five, but
Okay. Okay.
who you got? Go ahead and tell.
I'll take the Russian rocket, John Britsky.
John Britsky.
Give me John Britsky. Hey, there is.
What about John Flinner?
John Flinner, that's right. That's right. We got Colton Flinner.
We've got
here with
Colton
us.
Flinner.
Cars make their way on the track. Free T-shirt for new Dirt Draft subscribers. You see the promo codes down there. Depth Ridge Opticians, My Race Pass, GottaRace.com, and Hunt the Front. DirtDraft.com. It's a lot of fun. Set your fantasy lineups and play with your friends, and you can try to beat all of us, and that's usually pretty easy to do on my end, James.
Did you set yours yet? You did?
I set my starter lineup. Yeah, I set a starter lineup.
Now, how do we
and
do
then
it for two features tonight? Do we divide them up? We can pick 10?
No, you can only pick 5. You can only pick
10?
5. There's Bo Lockwood. Making
First time
his,
with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Yes, he is. The Brookville, Pennsylvania driver. The 71, Hudson O'Neill, comes into this event, fourth in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
He's fifth
points
now.
teams. Fifth now. Yes, he is. Thank you. We got
Actually, he's sixth because Marler went to fifth, but
Okay.
Creedy's now fourth.
I was waiting
for the
for that.
defending Lucas Oil champion.
I feel like I was waiting a really long time for that camera to go back to the next car before I mentioned the next driver. Brayton Santee out of Conneaut, Ohio. He's got a Tregler power plant underneath the hood of that Longhorn chassis this weekend. He'll be one of a few drivers pulling double duty. Brayton Santee, the Conneaut, Ohio driver. He was in the orange number 9. There's Levi Yetter out of Cabot, Pennsylvania. He is currently 6th in the track point standings. Made this race last year, defending Marion Center Speedway track champ from just down the road, the 18-year-old in the number 9.
Also in this group, in group number 1. How about the 111? The 111, we can get a shot of that, Tiffany. That is Robbie's son, Max. Of course, Robbie ran that number, the WON 11. So you can't go 111 tonight, can you? For the defending O'Reilly Auto Parts, rookie of the year, Joe Petniak. Gallitzin, Pennsylvania on the track at 44. Garrett Alberson in the Roberts Racing 58 out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. And making his Lucas Oil debut tonight, the 555 of Brock Pinkerus, Bam Bam. And his father, Paul Pinkerus, is 555 here tonight. He led several laps here a week ago.
Yes,
and
he did.
Did not come home with a victory, but was very impressive.
The Russ King wrenched 555. He'll be pulling double duty this weekend. There's the 20 RT, Ricky Thornton Jr. Currently the Midwest Sheet Metal. He is currently sporting the Midwest Sheet Metal orange spoiler as Brayton Santee going to take the high road off the racetrack. That's where they had the bull riding down there yesterday, James. Did you ride a bull yesterday?
No, I did not. But
Did
that
you
was
watch?
impressive. John Thompson showed me all about that, and all the mezzanine up here in turn 4 as well. So
they've got they cleared all that off back there on the back straightaway. Looks pretty cool. Robbie Blair, the quickest right now by well, that is not in order though. As I see it on my screen, Garrett Alberson looks to be the quickest with a 1:65.39. There's Levi Yetter.
we mentioned several drivers making their Lucas Oil debut. Bo Lockwood in this group, along with Brock Pinkerus in the 555. There's, about 4 or 5 doing double duty this weekend, running both the Rush late models, which, by the way, they'll be up for $20,000 to win here on Saturday night.
The Bill Emick Memorial.
The Bill Emick Memorial. Vicky's here. Mike Leone, right?
Yes, Mike Leone, yes.
Brian
Vicky
Spade,
Emick, yes.
He did have court today. He's got court tomorrow, so but he is here. He is here. 54 Rush late models, 53 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series cars.
Did you get Joe Petyak? I see him
Yes,
there
I did.
on the screen.
Gallitzin, PA.
On Dasher, on Donner, on
I love
Gallitzin.
it. I love it. Here's the 157 car up to 5th in the points. 3-time Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals winner, the Bennett Explosive Burning Rock Products entry. That'll be Mikey Marlar. Mikey Marlar out of Winfield, Tennessee. Making his Lucas Oil debut behind him tonight In the Gary's Auto Sales 40, that'll be Michael Duritsky Jr. He's out of Masontown, Pennsylvania. Out here in group number 2, Jared Miley in the yellow 75. The veteran driver now out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You got all the info on him, right? You just gave it to me.
This is an Excel chassis. An Excel chassis for the driver of the Deller Motorsports number 75, Jared Miley, the Jet, as he is a 2012 Lernerville Speedway track champ. Behind him, James, is the 3-time and defending Lernerville Speedway track champion out of Sarver, Pennsylvania, 5-time winner this year. That is Michael Norris. Michael Norris, that Millerstown Pickup Parts sponsored number 72. New wrap on that ride this weekend. He'll be followed by the driver out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania in the 25Z. It's Mason Ziegler, a winner at Hagerstown Speedway earlier this year in the modified. Is Mason Ziegler in that JLE Industries Green Lane sponsored 25Z. James, they'll be followed by the Rocket 1. And it's going to be T-Mac Tim McCready, a 2-time Firecracker 100 champ in that Durham-powered Rocket chassis.
One of those in the Rumbly 6 car.
The what?
One of those in the Rumbly 6 car.
Was in the Rumbly 6 just a couple years ago.
Yes,
You're
sir.
exactly right. A few other drivers on the track. We just lost Michael Duritsky off the top of turns 3 and 4. There's a good look at John Garvin. He's the new gun this year of the Joe Corrado-owned number 10. He's the 2022 Lernerville Speedway track champion. He's got a Domhoff racing engine under the hood this weekend. Is that what you told me?
Yes, a Domhoff. Well, it's Domhoff is what they say. It's pronounced Domhoff.
Not Big Dummy.
No, he's not here. No. Now, did you get Alex Faree in the A-Train?
I did not get the A-Train.
And you got Spencer Hughes in the JCM Motorsports 19M, the Neon Bubbles, right?
Yes, that's right. Alex Faree, by the way, a 6-time track champ here at Lernerville.
Yeah, his dad was good. I could put him maybe on the Mount Rushmore of... We could go on and on with Pennsylvania. What a great area for sprint cars and late models.
Yeah.
By the way, Tim Schaefer, the Steel City Outlaw, he's running with the Rush late models this weekend.
How about that?
Yep.
They've got a great field of Rush late models,
Yes,
by
sir.
the way, man. That is a really
No
really
Rush
good field.
Firestone, though.
Sadly.
Mike Lazakowski, he's probably around somewhere, isn't he, Mike Lazakowski?
I bet he's here.
Rush
Firestone. Yes. There was a good look at Mason Ziegler in the 25Z. He's made this race 7 times, finished 9th here 1 year ago. And there's a look at the 2-time Firecracker 100 champion in the Rocket 1 now. That is T-Mac Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York.
When he was hired to drive that car, remember in March, he was 9th in the points, Dustin, and in 2 runner-up finishes, the Show Me 100, and in last Friday night at Smoky Mountain, and he is up to 4th in the championship point standings at that Valvoline Soybert Calf Ranch's Petrov Towing number 1. Very impressive run for McCready. You mentioned a 2-time winner of this Firecracker 100. Began in 2007. And we got a great forecast, so we welcome everybody out. And there's the veteran Gary Lyle, Leechburg, Pennsylvania, his hometown, in the Sprinkles, right? The Sprinkles Food Market.
Sprinkles Neighborhood Market. Hashtag save on meat, baby.
That's right.
That's what it says. That's what it says. Save a hashtag save on meat.
What does Eric co-host guy say? Save on... Yeah.
Twinkies.
Save on Twinkies. Joshua Powell in the 11 car. We'll follow him out there in the middle of the back straightaway in car number 11. First time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here in 2024 in the Battle chassis. How do you spell it? Pronounce Leventier.
Yes.
It's Levent. Right there it is.
Yes.
Leventier.
I do know that's the Super Deuce in the BA Custom Headers number 2, the former Penn Can Speedway track champ. That is Dan Stone, Vic Hill powered Longhorn Fred. There's the fastest H22 since Brandon Hargrove, and that is the guy you were just talking about, Eric Ho-Ho. Eric Ho-Ho, that's right, the L silent on the end, Eric Ho-Ho.
L is silent.
Out of East Waterford, Pennsylvania.
How about the new driver of the Bruce Kane 15K over in turn number 2? That is Jamie Latham, the veteran out of Mechanicsville, Maryland. 1 career win in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That came with Virginia Motor Speedway, the Jerry's Windows Sidings and Door 15K car.
Man, that car just looks good. I like that car. I really do. This is Jimmy Owens He has never won. Four-time Lucas Oil champion has never won the Firecracker 100. He's only started this race 4 times. Of course, it's only been a Lucas Oil race for a few years.
Right.
As well.
Right. He's looking for his second Lucas Oil win of the season. Right now, currently standing in 9th in the Big River Steel Championship points presented by ARP.
As Devin Moran talked about him, 3rd in the series point standings, a 6-time winner this season. His dad, Donnie, made this race twice as well. Devin, 5th in this race 1 year ago. And there's Trevor Collins in the 11C, a winner a little earlier this season at Delaware International at a crate late model, Cornet-powered rocket chassis for the C for Delaware driver of the 11. And Devin Moran, the fastest driver in that wave, a dirt draft hot laps with a 1:5.901. James, we always say it doesn't pay anything to win hot laps, but it does with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Yes, $500. They'll get a cash award at our awards banquet later this year in December. And Jonathan Davenport was leading that up to last weekend. And again, our next group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps cars on the racetrack, led out by the 7, the Stokely Materials. Entry for Dutch Star Motorsports, that'll be Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson out of Georgetown, Delaware. Behind him, the 48 car. Former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series rigger, the New Point Lighting and Design entry. That is Colton Flinner. Colton Flinner out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania. And Denny Fenton.
That's
not
right.
Daryl or Dennis, but it's Denny Fenton in his Lucas Oil debut tonight out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania, in a racetrack there.
Yes, Hidden Valley Speedway.
That's
well,
it,
there's
right
the
there.
asphalt track, and then Hidden Valley Speedway is close to there. Yeah, there's
his debut tonight in Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the Fenton Auto Recyclers Rocket Car 56. What, the fastest 56 since Russ King and David Earl Gentry.
That's right. Not Denny Felker, not the American made.
Well, Tony Jackson Jr. is 25 now, so we who? Who?
Denny Felker in the American made. Denny Felker in the American made.
Was
That's
second
right.
in number. He was number 16, by the way.
Yes, he was, not 56.
No, not
we discussed
56.
that
How about
earlier.
Chad Green? That's a good-looking race car. And it's only the second time with us. The first time was at the Dirt Track World Championship at Eldora last year.
Yeah, absolutely. The Pro Power Longhorn for Josh Walmsley Racing out of Wendell, West Virginia, the 88. A few other drivers on the track. There's Corey Lawler from Hanover, PA, the other side of the state, currently 4th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year point standings in that Pro Power Rocket, the Ponchos Racing Products entry. There's Bump Hetman. You know, you're at a race in Pennsylvania, but you got Bump, Boom, and Chubb here. That's Bump
We've
Hetman
got them all.
in the Bump 22.
Devin Moran's father-in-law.
It
so
is
those
Devin
that
Moran's father-in-law.
Do not know that.
Out of Sugar Grove, PA, that homemade cleaning products, Clemens-powered Black Diamond race car. As Chad Green, just a little agricultural racing there. There's Chubb Frank. Good to see him back, James, after that hard wreck last week.
Yeah, and he put it on its lid, a couple years ago here. The Hall of Famer, the #1 star. Of course, it's got to be 1 star, right? Carson Ferguson in the Paler Motorsports Hoopaw grading. Coleman Farms 93 out of Lincoln, North Carolina. And you mentioned Boom Briggs, the Briggs Transport, Dave Warren Power Sports 99B, right?
We got them all. We got Bump, Boom, and Chubb, all 3 out there. I love it. I love it. And they're all 3 good friends, and all 3 from right there in that same general area as well.
I think Chubb said he's got 6 or 7 cars tonight, so he continues his Keith Kuntz Motorsports entries here tonight.
Well, a solid.
I thought maybe Kyle Larson or Cannon McIntosh or Jade Avedizian would come in and run tonight.
Right. That's right. It might be Cale Drake. I don't know. Solid hot lap time there for Missing Data, who jumped up to the top of the leaderboard with a 1:6.008.
Maybe that's Eckert.
But we were expecting Rick Eckert this week. Broke a motor, though, at the end of last week.
Yeah.
So a tough break for him, and we'll look for Scrub maybe at Castrol FloRacing Night at America coming up here in August.
Well, you know, he'll be at Port Royal at the end of August. By the way, Greg Satterley, the 2024 Appalachian Mountain Speed Week champion, he's coming up next in Group 5 on the racetrack. There's the 18D, won the last East Bay Winter Nationals finale back in February. Of course, we'll get ready for the grand finale there in October. The MGL Auto Sales JR Motorsports entry. That's the big perm, Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson and the James Ratliff car out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, Dustin.
Yeah, he's going to be followed by the driver that currently leads the Rookie of the Year points chase, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts, in the number 6H out of Jupiter, Florida. That's the 23-year-old Clay Harris in that Wilkerson Farms entry. He's got a win earlier this season, picked up a crate win at Henry County a little earlier on in the season, did Clay Harris. A few other drivers on the track, James. Drake Troutman, a 3-time winner this year out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania. The Clemens-powered Longhorn, the RFI Resources Wheeler Fleet Solutions number 7. And he'll be followed by another one of our Rookie of the Year candidates, currently third in that O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Dade City, Florida in the 17 SS. That is Brendan Smith.
Yeah, Drake is second. Clay Harris still leads. As we have the fifth group of cars on the track, Tyler Wyant out there in his Lucas Oil debut, a regular here at Lernerville. Is he out there out of Oil City, Pennsylvania? The 49 car, the dream winner, second in the Lucas Oil points. That is Jonathan Davenport. Has never won the Firecracker. He's in the Neutron Ag Solutions Dyna-Gro Seed 49 car out of Blairsville, Georgia.
There's Tony White on your screen, the second most famous driver out of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Travis Harry-powered rocket chassis for another semi-regular here at the Lernerville Speedway, the Moon Township Ford sponsor 27T. There's Superman Jonathan Davenport that you were talking about, James.
Cornet power plant under the hood tonight.
For the driver, the Lance Landers Racing.
Lance Landers, that's right. We got Tyler Wyant and Randy Wyant, their father and son.
That's right.
And Tyler, of course, a regular here at Lernerville. And right now, he is 10th in the points here at Lernerville. Michael Norris, as you mentioned, leading the points, and it's Colton Flinner, Tyler Dietz, John Garvin, and Kim Schultenbrand. In fact, all of the top 10 are here, right?
Yes, that's right. By
Norris,
the way,
Flinner, Dietz, Garvin, yes, Schultenbrand.
Speaking of Kenny Schultenbrand, he told me to tell you he's got a Roush. He's got a Roush Yates motor in there, not the Durham that you told me back in the pits earlier. So
he signed in under Durham, so it's all right. We'll be all right. There's great Saturday coming off the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week, the Saturday Motorsports car. And there is Dalton Wilson, the 18D car, and the James Ratliff-owned car out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, as that team is based at. Currently 8th in the championship points is Dalton Wilson. So again, in the Rookie of the Year chase, it's Clay Harris, Drake Troutman, and then it's Brendan Smith, Corey Lawler, and Carson Ferguson in that race for an industry record $20,000 to win O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year.
Jonathan Davenport never won this race, James.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, started at 7 times. Best finish was actually last year when he got third.
And he hasn't come here that much. I mean, this is the 18th edition, right?
Yes.
Never been rained out, never been postponed. It's been run every year since 2007.
Do you know
yes.
one driver has made every Firecracker 100? Do you know who that driver is?
Probably Chubb Frank.
It is Chubb Frank.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I did not know that. Yes, I did know that. I think we said that last year.
We might have.
Right.
Alex Faria started 14 times. McCready started 12 of them. I think Satterley started 15. Hi there, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you. Welcome. Glad to be here. We got fans. Hey, we appreciate all the fans. We love having the fans. And don't forget that autograph session coming up here Saturday afternoon. All of the drivers.
Every driver
will be a part of that. How about this guy right here? Debuted at Eldora a few weeks ago, made one of the preliminary nights, and broke a winch in the trailer. The car's jarred around. I don't know how it's going to... Tore the left door off. You can see it right there. It looks a little cattywampus, right?
Yes, it does.
Then he had to go through tech. That is Ryan Payne. Ryan Payne, this is his debut at Lernerville, right?
I think it is.
Pittsboro, West Virginia.
Yeah, the former points leader at Tyler County Speedway up until last week. Got his first super late model win there a year ago. There's Logan Zarin out of Hookstown, Pennsylvania in the 1Z. He made this race last year. A 3-time winner last year was Logan Zarin, still seeking win number 1 this year. And how about our surprise entrant of the weekend out of Morristown, Tennessee in the 101? That'll be Forrest Trent.
He was with us last week at Smoky Mountain. Cade Loudy turning the wrenches on the 101, the Service 101 car here on the main straight. With a 10 is Zachary Kane, the most second famous person from Washington, PA, other than Vince Du Bois.
That's right.
That he is the number 10 car. Glad to have him here. And the 5L, good-looking car for John Lee.
Yeah, it absolutely is. Was in a battle chassis last year behind the wheel of a Rocket. Now the blow-slogging S&S Pierce hauling sponsored entry. John Lee, a winner at Marion Center.
Kind of reminds you of a Rodney Combs 5, doesn't it?
I like it. I like it. Tyler Dietz behind the wheel. The 00 this weekend, not the 77. A 2-time winner here at Lernerville this year. Has a win in the late model and the Pro Stock and the Dumbhoff-powered Longhorn chassis. Currently third in the Lernerville Speedway point standings is Tyler Dietz. And a couple other drivers on the track for this final session of Hot Laps. You got the 24 of Randy Wyatt. We just saw his son Tyler out there. There's Randy Wyatt out of Oil City, Pennsylvania in the 24. And in front of him is the 184. That is Kyle Lucan out of Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. Pro Power Rocket this weekend for Kyle Lucan. And that Lucan's Rev Fab 184.
Not doing double duty. Usually he does double duty. Glad to see him back in an open late model. The Burgettstown, Pennsylvania driver. How about Ryan Payne, the last car here? He will qualify last here tonight at Lernerville. There's Zachary Kane. First time this year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in car 10.
Logan Zarin. Man, his car always looks good. That Jim always had good-looking cars as well. Saw them down in the pit area. John Lee right now, the fastest driver in this wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps with a 15915. As there is a look at the driver out of Somerville, Pennsylvania. Again, a winner at Marion Center there just a week or two ago. Zachary Kane was second quick in that group, James. Good lap for Zachary Kane, a 16001, and that is a wrap on Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We're going to step aside and thank the folks that make this a possibility. We'll come back with more from Lernerville. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MAV TV on FloRacing.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers. Passionate about a life in racing? Circle track, drag racing, drifting, or monster jam. Find it all at the University of Northwestern Ohio.
How do I become a mechanic? How do I become a driver? How do I drive monster trucks? And here at UNOH, there's pathways for everything.
The fact there's a school you can go to for racing is just a little bit insane, but it's very cool because it gives kids like me the opportunity to chase that dream.
See where your future can take you with a high-performance motorsports degree from the University of Northwestern Ohio.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners for racing in the dirt. With high horsepower demands, ARP delivers maximum clamping force and performance. When failure on the dirt is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lernerville Speedway for the opening night of the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel. As there's a look at the pit grandstands. How about the new catwalk up there? James even got a little set of bleachers up there as well. I don't know if that's VIP seating or what that is, but I checked that out earlier, and it's pretty nice.
You can set up there, and John Thompson showed me that earlier. By the way, we've in the vendor row, we've got brand new restrooms, for the women.
Yes, okay.
For our lovely ladies here. It's air conditioned.
Let's go,
now,
ladies.
For us guys, sorry, we don't have that. Okay.
Women need nice restrooms. I'll be the first
the
to
women
admit.
need nice restrooms.
Give
and
the ladies nice restrooms.
Right, and back here in the back, I believe there's a place at the pavilion that you can cool off if you need to there.
Excellent.
So we'll be they take care of the people there. I mean, we love coming here, and this is our third year here, and we've been wanting to come here for many, many years. And 53 cars tonight. I mean, that is above the average they've had since this race started. I believe last year we had 51 cars.
Yep.
So when you have that, the rush, I mean, they do a great job. 54, we got 53. How many tracks do we, especially in the South, run 9 divisions? They can't even get 60 cars, right? Oh, yeah.
That's right.
We'll go.
I didn't know we were going there, but hey, go for it.
Hey, I'm telling the truth, aren't I?
James speaks the truth. James Essex speaks the truth.
I'm up on my soapbox, right? The soapbox derby.
We got All-Star Performance Time Trials coming up next.
Look at this guy's shirt down here. Look at his shirt down here.
The Jonathan Davenport
No,
shirt?
this one right here.
What am I looking?
Right here.
Well, I'm not that tall. I can't see that. Oh, I see that.
Yeah, that's very nice. But anyway, So we met our anthem singer. Russ Ward will be doing our invocation. We're good to go, right?
You said we met our anthem singer, Russ Ward. And
no, we got to mention Flow merch. Have you received yours yet? We talk about it all the time.
It was supposed to be delivered to my house today. I waited. My mail doesn't go to about 1 o'clock. I waited till about 12:30, and it wasn't there yet. So yeah,
there was no mail delivery yesterday because of Juneteenth.
And I did not know that as well. There's the QR code. Scan that. Get your Flow merchandise. James, we've got the first trio of cars making their way on the track for All-Star Performance Time Trials.
It'll be Bo Lockwood, DJ, out of Brookville, PA. He's on the Red River Roadhouse. Blows logging rocket. Henry Racing engine, followed by the current Big River Steel points leader Lucas Oil Label Dirt Series Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Martinsville, Indiana, and the Big River Steel Hoker Trucking, Coleman Farms, Dino One Inc., Westside Tractor Sales, and Murdy Farms, Strange Oval, Longhorn Clements. It'll be Max Blair, last year's Rookie of the Year. Centerville, PA, the Brad Spochas Centerline Motorsports car. Creekside Auto Sales, C&J Dairy, Murphy's Logging, TLW Transport, Creek Bar and Grill, Little Less Campground, and Chrysler G Dodge Ram of Greenville. Dustin?
Ricky Thornton Jr., quickest of the trio on lap number 1. Max Blair, second quick. Bo Lockwood, third fastest. We'll see if anybody's able to pick it up on lap 2. Here comes the 57 of Bo Lockwood. Second lap time, not as good. Second lap for Ricky Thornton Jr., not as good. 15.372, his best lap. Max Blair's second lap time, also not as good. He'll stay second quick. So after the first 3 cars, Ricky Thornton Jr. lays down the time to beat at 1:5.372.
Up next in the Barry Rod Icon, and Levi Yetter. He's out of Cabot, Pennsylvania. He's in the Sportsman Supply, Thorough Concrete, CRS Contracting, Shiloh Ranch, Mr. Water Heater. Did Mr. Water Heater install your water heater? Rosebrook Village, number 9, followed by the 44. Gallitzin, Pennsylvania, Joe Petyak. He's in the JP Enterprises. Casales, right? Casales, Johnson Hydraulics, McCloskey Tire and Muffler, Longhorn Pro Power, and Garrett Alberson, the 58 out of Dubuque, Iowa. He's in the Mesilla Valley Transportation, Bill's Sports Shop. Mitchell Ranch, Dirt Car, Lift Titan, and the Orion Tire Repair, Denright TV, Fast Shafts, Lucas Oil, Longhorn Clements, 58.
Third quick for Levi Yetter, his first trip around, the 18-year-old. So, baby, Joe Petyak gets a little high coming off turn number 4. He scrubs off a lot of speed. He'll be 4th fastest on lap number 1. Garrett Alberson goes to the top of the leaderboard. James 15.202. Levi Yetter's second lap better, 1:5.597. He'll be 4th quick. Joe Petyak going to pull it in the 44, leaving just one final time around for the 58 of Garrett Alberson. Not as good, but it doesn't matter. You've got a new quick time right now in Group A, and it's going to be Garrett Alberson with a 1:5.202 after 6 cars.
The next 3, DJ, it'll be Brayton Santee up next, the number 9. He's out of Conneaut, Ohio. He's in the Coonley Brothers, Comedicaska, TBM Brakes, Swift Springs, Longhorn, Jeff Tregler Racing Engine, followed by the 555, the 14-year-old out of Ellenville, New York. It'll be Brock Pinkerus in his Lucas Oil debut in the Paul Pinkerus Northeast Paving and Seal Coat, Deckelman Trucking, SRI Performance, Pinks Links Virtual Golf.
That's right.
Rocket Clements, followed by the 71, the defending Lucas Oil champion of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neill in the Wheeler Metals, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Bob and Tammy Burton, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Bobcat of Batesville, USSSA, Fast Pitch Softball, WR1 Sim Chassis, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Roth Heating and Cooling, Lucas Oil Products, Paragon Speedway, Longhorn 71 for Hudson O'Neill.
First lap time for Brayton Santee, good enough for 5th fastest. Bam Bam checks in 4th quick on lap number 1. And Hudson O'Neill just now bringing that car around turns 3 and 4. He slips up a little bit. He'll lose a little bit of speed. He'll be 6th fastest after lap number 1. Lap 2 for Brayton Santee, not as good. 7th quick, 1:5.970. Bam Bam second lap, not as good. He's 4th quick. Best lap, 1:5.539. And the new deal, Hudson O'Neill, a much better lap 2, sees him climb to number 2 on the leaderboard with a 1:5.267. Look at that. Right there's the driver that is currently 4th quick. He also has a retro-looking racing suit, Max Blair.
Awesome.
I love it.
All right, the next trio will be Mason Ziegler, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, the 25Zs in the Green Lane, Roy's Body Shop, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, BX Logistics Group, Fox Shocks, JL Industries, Rocket Clements, followed by the 75. It'll be the Jet, Jared Miley out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the Deller Enterprises, Excel Pro Power, Brockers Equipment, Burns Industrial Equipment, Deller's Professionals, Yes, and Weaver Speed Shop. Not Randy Weaver, but Weaver Speed Shop at the 19M, the JCM Motorsports car of Spencer Hughes out of Meridian, Mississippi. The Yellowhammer Design and Construction, Clyburn Take Lines, Boswell Oil, Neon Bubbles Car Wash, Link Construction, Fox Ox Steering Buddy, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Rocket Durham.
Mason Ziegler, 6 quick on lap number 1. Jared Miley will go 8th fastest his first time around, and the first lap time for Spencer Hughes is good enough for 9th quick. Second lap time for the 25Z of Mason Ziegler. He goes to the top of the leaderboard, James, 15182. The Jared Miley, he'll be 8th quick, 15629, his best lap. And the 19M of Spencer Hughes, he'll be 9th quick, 15749. After 12 cars, Lernerville, you got a new quick qualifier, Mason Ziegler with a 15.182.
You know how to play to the crowd. I love it. It'll be the driver, 2-time Firecracker 100 winner, the number 1. 4th in the Lucas Oil Points out of Watertown, New York. It'll be Tim McCready. He's in the Mark Richards Racing, Valvoline, Cyber Calf Ranches, Petrol Towing, Franklin Enterprises, Performance Grading, AS Metal Work, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Gunners Honey. Number 1, followed by the 72, the current points leader to Sarver, Pennsylvania. It'll be Michael Norris. He's in the Rocket Chassis, D&D Auto Salvage, Millerstown Pickup Park, Krill Recycling 72, and the 157 out of Winfield, Tennessee, Mike Marler in the Truck Country, Mississippi Valley Transportation, also Explosive, Ben Explosives, and Burning Rock Products, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Canada Auto Salvage, Petrov Towing, Tribe Rivers Enterprises, Longhorn, Clements.
Tim McCready, 5th quick on lap number 1. Michael Norris goes 4th fastest his first time around in the 157 of Mike Marler. He will be 5th quick now on lap number 1. Lap 2 for Tim McCready. 7th quick, 15450, his best lap. Second lap time for Michael Norris, not as good. He'll be 4th quick, 15336. And Mike Marler just jumped the cushion down in turns 3 and 4. His second lap won't be as good. He will be 5th fastest, 15340 after 15 cars. Mason Ziegler, Garrett Alberson, Hudson O'Neal, your top 3.
Up next will be the veteran, the 2022 track champion. It'll be John Garvin Jr. up next out of Sarver, Pennsylvania, the Joe Corrado, Blue Mountain Energy. Homeboy, Seamless Gutters, Hilltown Brewing, Jim's Automotive, Optimal Transport, Pinstar Ventures, Garvin Scrap Metals, Bachman Trucking, Rocket, Dumhoff, followed by the 1C, the veteran Alex Ferree out of Saxonburg, Pennsylvania, in the Lynn Geisler, number 1 Cochran Expressway. Belay Oil, Glow Racing, Jack's Recycling, Money Sales, that's a Rocket Clements, and Michael Doritsky not out there. Yes, he is. Michael Doritsky making his Lucas Oil debut out of Masontown, Pennsylvania. He's in the Valvoline, Mike's Auto Repair and Sales, Gary's Auto Sales, Fayette Parts Service. You have Uniontown, On-Time Body Graphics, Rocket Clements, 40.
John Garvin, 8th quick on lap 1. Alex Ferree goes 7th fastest his first time around, and Michael Doritsky puts the Tom Crow 40, 15th quick at the end of lap number 1. Lap 2 for the 10, the Joe Corrado entry of John Garvin. 9th quick, best lap, 15459. Alex Ferree's best lap, 6th quick, good lap for the number 1 Cochran car, 15344. And Michael Doritsky not as good on lap 2. He'll be 15th fastest, 15777 after 18 cars. Mason Ziegler still the time to beat.
How could I forget Lynn Geisler in my top 5? Put him in there, right?
Add him to Dirt Draft.
Put him on Dirt Draft. I'm sure he is here. It'll be Dan Stone. He was 5th in the Appalachian Mountain Speedway points a week ago. He's in the Super Deuce Racing, Longhorn Vic Hill. BA Custom Headers, followed by the H22. It's Eric Ho-Ho out of East Waterford, Pennsylvania. The BDR Fabrication, Garmin Concrete and Construction, RRI Designs, Battle Chassis Pro Power, and the 10 of the veteran Gary Lyle out of Leechburg, Pennsylvania. He is in Sprinkle's neighborhood. Hashtag
save on meat, baby.
Save on meat. Mr. Feed and Franklin Racing Supply Rocket Cornet number 10.
Dan Stone, 14th quick, his first time around. Here comes the H22 of Eric Ho-Ho. He'll be 20th quick, and Gary Lyle goes 18th fastest his first lap time. The Super Deuce, second lap time, not as good for Big Brother. Dan Stone will be 14th fastest at a 15651. Here comes the H22 of Eric Ho-Ho. And Ho-Ho checks in at 19th quick. Gary Lyle will be 18th quick. So after 21 cars, no changes in the top 5. Still Mason Ziegler, Garrett Alberson, Hudson O'Neal, Michael Norris, and Mike Marler.
And the next three will be the veteran Ken Schultenbrand from right here in Sarver. He's at United Rentals. Beaver Jack Tree Service. You got to love that one. Powell Safety Solutions, Nature's Depot, Bowling Construction, Longhorn, Roush Yates, followed by the 15K in the Bruce Kane Racing entry. It'll be Jamie Latham. He's out of Mechanicsville, Maryland. He's in the All About Doors, Anthony's Pizza, Fox Factory, All About Wraps, Jerry Siding, Window Roofings. That's a Rocket Clements. And the 20 will be Jimmy Owens, four-time series champion out of Newport, Tennessee, in the Bobby and Jessica Kohler, Reese Monument Company, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Cheap Cars, Tim Short Auto Group, Capital Electric, the Tennessee Boomtest Well Service, Goodrich Fluid Systems, and 5-Star Metals, Rocket Vic Hill for Owens.
Kenny Schaltenbrand will be 19th quick on lap number 1. Jamie Latham going to check in 17th quick in that Bruce Kane Racing entry. And Jimmy Owens, 10th fastest, his first time around in the Bobby and Jessica Kohler owned number 20. Second lap time for Kenny Schaltenbrand, a little better, 16th quick, 15.680. Second lap time for the 15K did not show up in front of me. Neither did the second lap time on the 20 of Jimmy Owens. Jimmy Owens goes up to 8th quick with a 1.5386. And we'll bring out the next trio of drivers, James.
Devin Moran, currently third in the points. He's out of Dresden, Ohio, the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports. Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, the RV Authority, C&W Trucking, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Holland Haskell's. That is a Longhorn Cornet tonight. Joshua Powell, the 11P from Sarver. He's in Lavitia Winery, Deshong Designs Remodeling, Doherty Motorsports, Powell Safety Solutions, Battle Edge. And Trevor Collins out of Seaford, Delaware, the WWC3 LLC Trucking, the Sign Shop, Ed's Auto Center, Compass Energy, Sadie Scott Farm, ML Performance, Rocket Cornet, 11AC.
First lap times going up for these drivers. We'll give you their second and best lap times, James, as they come around and trip the trigger. As we just about wrap up Group A, Devin Moran, 10th quick, best lap 1.5454. Coming off corner number 4, a pair of 11s. Joshua Powell goes 26th quick, and Trevor Collins goes 16th fastest. Collins' best lap, a 1.5.631. And that is a wrap on All-Star Performance qualifying in Group A. James, there's your fast qualifier out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, Mason Ziegler with a 1.5.182. Second quick, Garrett Alberson. Third quick, Hudson O'Neill. Unofficially, those three drivers will start on the pole of their respective heat races. Joining them on the outside will be fourth quick, Michael Norris, fifth quick, Mike Marlar, and sixth fastest, Alex Ferree.
Ziegler and Norris.
Let's
Front
go.
row of Heat 1. That's the way you started.
I like it.
Levent Yetta Winery.
He's going to get there, DJ. He's going to get there before the end of the night.
What about this pair of Pennsylvanians will be on the front row of heat number 1, Ben Shelton?
I mean, they're tough. I mean, when you think about Pennsylvania and Invaders, you think about going up against the sprint car contingent. Hey, guess what? The late model contingent is every bit as tough, maybe tougher.
So that'll be the first feature of the night. We'll line them again. There'll be 3 heats. The top 6 will advance out of those. There'll be 1 B main in Group A. We'll take the top 6 to get to 24. We'll do the same format here for Group B. The second feature here tonight, we'll do this all over again here tomorrow night as those cars finish up going back to the pit area. So the time to beat, 15.182 by Mason Ziegler, former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year. Hey, by the way, don't forget to stop down there and sign in. You can take a look at this firsthand. This 2024 Segway UT10 side by side, and Dave Warren is here. Glad to have him, a brand new sponsor this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That is valued, Dustin, $14,000 Segway. It's not It's not the Mall Cop Segway. It's a side by side. Get down there, see it in person, and you can register for that again. DaveWarrenSegway.com, and he's our caution sponsor.
Yes, he is. It's
an awesome
looking ride.
It is an awesome ride, and we're glad Dave brought it down tonight.
I hope I win.
Did you register?
No, I'm probably not allowed. I'm probably
if you win, I'm filing.
He
a
might have
protest.
better luck with that than Dirt Draft, right?
I am looking. The Dirt Draft values are very high tonight, Ben.
They're tough.
I don't know if you.
It's tough, man.
Yes, it is. Did you set your team, Ben?
I actually did. I remember tonight.
So what do I have? I have Geisler, Eckert, Bob Waring Sr.
You gotta have
Chubb Frank, right?
Sure. Who's your other one?
Who did I have? Did I say Eckert?
Ed Ferree.
He put Eckert on his team twice.
John Flinner won a lot of races here.
Yeah, he did.
Davey Johnson.
You got to have the juice. You got to have the juice.
We got our 50-50 girl up here. This is like the Chili Bowl. They ride around with our
$1,000 so far. Thank you. I'm glad you pointed that out. $1,000.
Is that their half? That's their half, right? That's your half.
It is. I don't know. I can't. I'm not good at charades, but $1,000 at least so far. So I thought Vanna White was going to show us how many E's were in the puzzle.
Oh man, Chad Green, Flemington, West Virginia. He's in the Harris Walmsley Enterprise SS Mobile Home Transport and Shriver Trucking Company, Longhorn Pro Power, Bump Headman, the B22 out of Sugar Hill, PA, the WW.Homemade U.S. Cleaning Products, Sardinia Mini Storage, and Boom Briggs of the Dave Warren Power Sports, Excess Storage, Briggs Transport, Rocket Clements, 99B, the first three in Group B.
Chad Green going to check in at a 16080 on lap number 1. Missing data appears to be Bump Headman. There he is, 535. Boom Briggs with a 15808. He's missing data on mine. You see that? Chad Green, much better second lap. Third quick, 15985. Bump Headman with a 15535. He's the fastest of the trio. And Boom Briggs' second lap is a little bit better. He'll be second quick, 15759. So Bump Headman lays down the early time to beat in Group B with a 15535.
Up next will be the 48 car, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year to be Colton Flinner out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania. The Johns Towing, New Point Lighting and Design, Garvin Scrap Metal, Stains Transmission Service. Longhorn, Jay Dickens, the one-star, the veteran out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. He's made every Firecracker. Bear Lake, Pennsylvania's Chubb Frankie's of the Corey Rubber Corporation, Briggs Transport, Valvoline, Nystrom's Auto Service, Lakeside Paving, CJ's Auto Transport, Longhorn Clements, and Denny Fenton, the 56 in his Lucas Oil debut. Clearfield, Pennsylvania, Fenton Auto Recycler, D. Fenton Fabrication, M. Teats Transport, Rocket Baron, 456, Denny Fenton.
Yeah, Colton Flinner is going to go to the top of the leaderboard. James, the former Lernerville Speedway track champion. Chubb Frank, fourth quick. Denny Fenton, sixth quick at the end of lap number 1. Lap number 2 for Colton Flinner. A little bit better, 15468. Now the time to be in Group B, Chubbzilla. Second lap time, a little better. Third fastest, 15579. Denny Fenton with a handful of issues coming off turn number 4. He'll be sixth quick after 6 with a 16211. New driver atop the leaderboard to Allison Park, Pennsylvania's Colton Flinner with a 15468 here in Group B.
It's all Pennsylvania all the time. Group A, fastest Ziggy. Colton Flinner right now fastest Group B. There's Carson Ferguson. He is fifth in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase at a 93 out of Lincoln, North Carolina. The Paler Motorsports, Hoopaw Grading, Brad Benton Trucking, Baker Mitchell Company, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Buddy's Record Service, Coleman Farms 93, followed by the other 93, the blue and white one. That's Corey Lawler. He's fourth in the rookie points out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. The Pontos Racing Products, Dryden, Kaufman's Auto Clinic, PPC Lubricants, Creekside Auto Sales, Rocket Pro Power, and Ross Robinson out of Georgetown, Delaware. The Dutch Star Motorsports, Stokely Materials, Commonwealth Equipment, the Frozen Farmers, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First State, Roofing Exterior.
Carson Ferguson atop the leaderboard, James. Yep, 15,391. Corey Lawler goes fifth quick on lap 1. Ross Robinson now goes fifth fastest on his first lap time. Carson Ferguson second lap, even better, 15,333 for the Lincolnton, North Carolina driver. Corey Lawler second lap better. James fourth quick, 15542. And the second lap time on Ross Robinson a little better, but he'll be sixth quick, 15582. New driver atop the leaderboard here in Group B. It's going to be Carson Ferguson with a 15.333.
Up next will be the 24. That'll be Tyler Wyan. He's a regular at Lernerville out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. The 6th leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida. The 18D out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the James Ratliff car. That is Dalton Wilson. Tyler Wyan, he is in the Kryptonite R&R Enterprises, Virgil Iron and Sheet Metal. Virgil Iron and Steel Precision Tool, Oil City LLC, and Bish Heating and Cooling. Clay Harrison, Wilkerson Farms, Impact Electrical Services, Rescue Metal Framing, Poor Boys Auto Supply, Griffin Motorsports, Dunright Construction, National Fragile X Foundation, Rocket, and Dalton Wilson, MGL Sales, JR Trucking, the Auto Outlet, Longhorn Clements, Kellner Contracting.
Tyler Wyant 10th quick on lap 1. Clay Harris goes 5th fastest, and Big Perm 8th on their first time around. Tyler Wyant gets a little high over in turns 3 and 4. And it will not be as good. 11th fastest, 16138. Good lap for Clay Harris, James. The Jupiter, Florida driver jumps up to 3rd quick, 15.496. And Big Perm term. Dalton Wilson goes to the top of the leaderboard in Group B with a 1:5.294. After 12 drivers, Dalton Wilson, Carson Ferguson, and Colton Flynn are your top three.
Still fastest overall, Mason Ziegler, 15.182. It'll be the 17 SS third in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. It'll be Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida. He's in the Total Claim Service, Big Daddy's Cattle, Jim Pizzino Trucking, Plum Crazy Plumbing, Guardian Hurricane, Skipper Smokehouse, Rocket, and Greg Satterley, the 2024 Appalachian Mountain Speedway champion in the Satterley Motorsports, Kaiser Afco Classic Inc., Rocket Clemens out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, and Tony White out of Aliquippa, PA, in the Moon Township Ford Boat World, Lucci Kitchens Bass Center, and Sheffield Lanes, number 27, DJ.
Brendan Smith will go 9th quick on lap number 1. Greg Satterley, now you're reigning Appalachian Mountain Speed Week champ. He goes 9th quick his first time around, and Tony White checks in 15th fastest. Second lap time for Brendan Smith, not as good. 10th quick, 1:5.717 for the Dade City, Florida driver. Greg Satterley checks in 9th fastest. His second lap not as good. 1:5.627 his best lap. And the best lap time for the 2017 of Tony White is 15th quick, 1:6.588. No changes in the top trio. Still Dalton Wilson, Carson Ferguson, Colton Flynn.
Up next will be the 14 out of Mount Pleasant, PA. It'll be Danny Angelicchio. He's in the Royal Purple Synthetic Oil Remodeling Authority, Ace Excavating, TBM Brakes, Rocket Durham, followed by the 7. Second in the Rookie of the Year points, Hindman, Pennsylvania, for Drake Troutman. He's in the RFI Resources, Wheeler Fleet Solutions, Bill Stein, Sunoco, Racefield, Stone Natural Resources, Jerry Siding, Roofing and Windows, Certainty, Thunderhill Trucking, Morocco Welding, Shoes Diesel, Performance, Longhorn, Jay Dickens, and Jonathan Davenport, second in the points. He is out of Blairsville, Georgia. In the Nutridag Solutions, Donna Gross Seed, Lucas Oil, Bill Stein, Bobcat of Batesville, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin, Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Longhorn, Cornette tonight for the 49.
First lap times going up for this trio of drivers. Danny Angelicchio, 16th quick on lap number 1. Drake Troutman, 3rd quick, good lap at a 1:5.445. And Jonathan Davenport, James lays down the time to beat in Group B, 1:5.193. Second lap time for Troutman, 4th quick, 1:5.391. Angelicchio, 18th quick, 16.645. And Jonathan Davenport does not better himself on lap number 2. But JD now has the time to beat in Group B with a 1:5.193. And I believe Mason Ziegler had his lap impeded by the 14 of Dan Angelicchio. So Ziegler,
Troutman,
I'm sorry. I was reading Mason Ziegler's name in front of me as the overall quickest. And yes, Troutman is the one on the track.
Can he do it?
Well,
second in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase.
And he does not. He stays 4th quick. Best lap, 1:5.433 for Drake Troutman. He's 4th. Carson Ferguson 3rd. Dalton Wilson 2nd. And Superman Jonathan Davenport now the time to beat, 1:5.193.
It'll be the 5LDJ Somerville, Pennsylvania's John Lee up next in the Blows Logging, Red River Roadhouse, SNS Pierce Hauling, Doherty Motorsports. 5-star improvements, Rocket Henry, followed by the 10 out of Washington, PA. It'll be Zachary Kane. He's in the Kane's Ideal Truck Service. Kojak. Kovac, but Kojak, Auto Body, K&L Specialty, Rocket Pro Power, and Logan Zarin, the 1Z, out of Hookstown, PA. He's in the Jim Zarin Valvoline, Napa Racing, All-American Framers, Level Enterprises, Jake Brake, Jay's Auto Body, Slicker Graphics, Rocket Pro Power, 1Z.
John Lee going to be 14th quick on lap 1 with a 1:5.900. Zachary Kane, remember, he was good in Dirt Draft Hot Lap. 17th quick for the Washington, Pennsylvania driver, a 1:6.161. And here comes Randy Wyatt across the line. His first lap time, 21st quick, 16.688. John Lee's second lap, not as good. 14th quick, best lap time, 15.900. Zachary Kane's second lap time, also not as good. 17th quick, he'll stand on a 16.161. And here comes Randy Wyatt off quarter number 4. He'll scrub off a little bit of speed as well. He'll stand on lap 1 and be 21st quick after 21 drivers with a 1:6.688. Just a handful of drivers left to go, James, in Group B.
It will be Logan Zarin. He will be coming up next. Randy Wyatt, by the way, in that Kryptonite, Arner Enterprises, Virgil Iron Steel, Precision Tool, Oil City, Bish Heating and Cooling, Jones Notary, Lockhart Raceway, and E&K Equipment. Logan Zarin, we mentioned his sponsors. It'll be the 00 Saxonburg, PA, for Tyler Dietz, He's in the Weist Asphalt Paving, Moody Sales, Kip Johnson Upholstery, Longhorn Dumoff, and it'll be the 184 of... No, it'll be the 101 of Forrest Trent. Forrest Trent in the Longhorn Vic Hill Service 101 Trent logging. First time, I believe, here at Lernerville.
Logan Zarin, 15th quick. His first time around. Tyler Dietz, former track champion, defending track champion of the Pro Stock Division, 17th quick, 1:06.099. And Forrest Trent in the 101 did not have a lap time in front of me on him. 15th quick for Logan Zarin, best lap 1:59.00. Forrest Trent, 18th quick on lap number 1. Lap number 2 going up for the final 2 drivers on the racetrack. And I don't know that either of them was
14th.
able to improve. Yet
14th.
18th quick for Tyler Dietz. Forrest Trent, you're right, he does jump up to 14th at a 1:58.64.
2 more left. It'll be Kyle Lucan, the veteran out of Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. The Lucan's Red Fab, Excello Racewear, True Form Race Products, ML Performance, Catalytic Construction, Tytoric Racing, Rocket Pro Power, followed by the 12 out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. It'll be Ryan Payne. He's in the Payne Trucking Services, LLC. Pratt Maciel Climate Control Self-Storage, Jenkins Auto Parts, Perkins Supply, TAD Outdoors, Tom's Tire, Kryptonite Vision, Pro Power number 12. First time here, final qualifier. Made his first race at Eldora, one of the preliminary nights a few weeks ago, and his first time to the Big E.
Kyle Lucan, 20th quick on lap number 1. Ryan Payne, 18th fastest. His first time around. And man, Lucan gets a little high down in turns 1 and 2, and I don't know that he's going to be able to pick the pace back up. As the driver of that famed Lucan's Red Fab number 184 comes off corner number 4. Second lap time not as good. Second lap time for Ryan Payne a tick better. He'll move up 1 spot to 17th with a 1:05.936, and that is a wrap on All-Star Performance Time Trials in Group B. That driver was the quickest. Superman Jonathan Davenport with a 1:05.193. Dalton Wilson was second fastest, 15.294, and Carson Ferguson was third quick with a 1:05.333. Unofficially, they will start on the pole of their respective heat races alongside Drake Troutman, fourth fastest, Colton Flinner, fifth, and how about Clay Harris, James, the current O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year leader in his first ever appearance here at Lernerville, goes 6th quick in Group B.
And he will move up. Colton Flinner will be docked 2 rows too high in droop.
Oh, no.
And so he's docked 2 rows, so he'll move everybody up. So Harris, Hedman, Lawler, Frank, and everybody else will move up, as Troutman will be a 2-row penalty for his heat race.
Wow, so a 2-row penalty within his heat race then. We don't move up everybody behind them when his heat race comes out. He has to fall back 2 rows.
We'll have to sort that out. So again, your fastest overall, DJ, Mason Ziegler, right at 15.180. Am I correct?
182, yes. 15.182 for Mason Ziegler.
Your fastest overall here tonight at Lernerville for night number 1 of the Firecracker. Again, double features tonight. 5,000 to win each, 500 to start. And again, there will be a B main in each of the groups. And that'll be 6 out of that, 6 out of the second group as well. So we'll have a 24-car starting field here tonight. We'll have the same format tomorrow night.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look real quick at some of the upcoming events. We'll step aside for a very brief break before turning it over to Brian Spade to call the Rush Late Models. James, we hit a few of these earlier. American Flat Track, Short Track Super Series at Fawton and Bridgeport, the Cars Tour. Of course, we mentioned Lucas Oil next week at Portsmouth and Muskingum County, and USAC's Bill Gardner Spectacular at Lincoln Park in Putnamville. Don't go anywhere. This is the 18th running of the Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel. We'll be back with hot laps for the Rush Late Models right after this.